Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 54th episode of Hunter x Hunter. Now, last episode, Kurapika is a little bit depressed because he believes that the Phantom Troop have already been killed and not by him, which is just a travesty. However, we as the audience know that's not in fact true, it's all just a one big trick, but Kurapika doesn't know that just yet, so I assume the way you'll find out is through Hisoka, because there's a bit of a connection there, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Well, this is quite a place. We're playing Catch the VCR tape. In a junkyard, in a dump, because it's kind of depressing. Okay, that was his flashback, huh? Well then. Guess that's a little bit of backstory on him, I guess. I mean, you can usually assume that villains don't have the best childhood. Because usually them having a less than ideal childhood's why they become villains, you know? So, that usually works as an explanation for that, as well as kind of an excuse to try to make the audience care about them, You know, that thing that anime does a lot of the time where they spend a bunch of episodes trying to get you to hate someone, and then as you're about to defeat them, they're like, actually, don't you feel bad for this character? I mean, look at his tragic backstory. Like, a lot of anime, do that. Come on, go and hit Hisoka again. Oof. Fortunes aren't right. I mean, they're usually not, or they're very vague, one of the two, generally. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of food. That looks delicious. Are you sure you can't share some with me? Jeez, guys. I was not actually gonna take it from you. You can slow down. Oh, that was gross. Oh God, Gon. That was gross. I know you're happy to see Kurapika, but his main goal was killing them. Oh, I guess there is that too. Yeah, I don't think Killua appreciated you making a mess of his face like that. He's got a point. You started it, Gon. Yeah, but it's hard to wow, that was smooth. It's hard to accidentally pay you back, you know. Oof, that's a pretty penny. Yeah, I would accept that price. Uh... Oh, the Oreo. Like, that's... Yeah, not exactly admirable to think about doing. But of course, it's just a joke. I mean, Leoria wouldn't actually do that. Got some candy there, Killua. But yeah, the gang's all back together. Isn't this great? Man, it's been so long since we've seen them together like this. Well, a lot's happened. He really hasn't. Out of everyone, the Oreo I think's changed the least. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Specialize in. And I think it's what Go and Killer wanted to learn from her. Hey, Tim. Yeah, and end's pretty important. Yeah, I'm then getting into that. No, two words sound a lot more simpler in Japanese than English. Yeah, the risk is an important part. Now the spiders are gone, supposedly. I die. Pretty big stakes. Oh, that is terrifying to think about. It's a cool looking blade, though, but... Well said. This is a secret. Doesn't leave this room. Because we're all friends here? Yeah. Well, I don't think Kurapika knew that. Yeah, that could have been risky if you figured it out sooner. Yeah, it's that simple. I'm sure fate won't bring us together or anything. I mean, yeah, Nobunaga's ambitions, nothing to sneeze at. And we're even bringing this up. Cool. I was hoping we would. Yeah, that's a potential leak right there. But he's not, though. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say where we go from here. Got Hisoka's attention. Yeah, of course, we're not letting that go. I mean, Nobunaga's not gonna let that go. It's flawless logic right there. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Coming out down, all cool like. Oh, the book. You know, after the commercial break. So I've heard. Uh, why? Why is that relevant to anything? Is it is it an interview? Horoscope? Type thing? Like, Is this a Death Note type thing? I don't. Delete, 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 delete. Delete. Okay. So I guess he stole the fortune power. Yeah, okay. Of course. Half its limbs. Yeah. We will gain. Yeah. Yeah, if he's taking her power, that kind of hurts us a lot. It would explain that, yeah. That's a good question. Which five specifically? Am I or am I not in danger? Well, yeah. If you're the spider, then the limbs would be the individual members. Yeah, exactly. I get that much. So now we're just having some fortune telling fun. Yeah. Offering. So sacrificing herself? Don't be alone. So somebody planned on killing you for the greater good? Well, that makes sense. It's really not good that they have this power now. They were OP enough as it was. Well, I do. Yes. I can only refer to one person, of course. Well, I mean, I guess it's technically possible. To basically decide how important it is for you to kill the chain user. I guess that's kind of where we're at now. Well, it's not impossible, but definitely lowers the odds. Yeah, that's a big thing. Hisoka's still not chiming in on any of this. Gonna contact the chain user. Just part of the job. Oh, now he chimes in. Okay, Hisoka, what do you have to say? Perhaps. Back over to them. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's not, though. Yeah. Still was nothing if not I mean, Kurapika's nothing if not stubborn. I can't read that. Okay, right straight to the point, and even a stupid emoticon there for Hisoka's face. Uh, but yeah, basically said what was necessary, nothing extra. I can respect that. You know, if you ignore the emoticon, I guess. And now Kurapika knows the truth, so that changes everything. Changes a lot. We're all here together for you, Kurapika. Just say the word. Oh, Melody. Uh, Nani? And now she's just an ordinary girl, I guess. But okay. I guess if the rewards rescinded, then nobody else really cares. Isn't Meteor City where the one butler apprentice was from? Okay. I've seen places like that in games and stuff. That's definitely more than nothing. Oh, that was Meteor City, okay. And the refrigerator stands out. Sad existence. Including children, apparently, which is tragic. Don't eat the baby, please. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say that's kind of perfect, I guess. I see. Well, if they made it the decision, then that's that. We're still gonna go to the Phantom Troop, of course. Everyone's got their fortune. Basically, fortune cookie day. Kurapika? Huh. The 11th Moon Secrets. Which is Kurapika, Hisoka. Okay. I guess it counters the name for the Phantom Troop. Yeah, it mentions false in it, so I don't think you want to show them. But let's see. So nothing about the false fourth one in there. So new subscriber. Yeah, it did. I mean, I assume Hisoka uses his Nen shenanigans to change it, but I don't know. But I mean, it's true Hisoka worked together with Kurapika to sell out secrets and whatnot, so I mean, so yeah, Nobunaga's on a good mood right now. Okay. Oh, well then. Okay, that was the 54th episode of Hunter x Hunter. And this episode, not a lot actually was, physically done, in the episode. It was mostly people just discussing various things, but definitely important things being discussed. As far as actual physical things, our main group of four have finally met back up, which is of course a big deal. They want to meet up just because, we're all friends, but also they wanted to learn about some of the secrets of Nen that Kurapika clearly had. They didn't. Clearly the whole, I don't remember what they call it, but, his pact thing that he has done with the sword and his heart and all that. He told them about that, so that's a new concept that they now know about, as well as specifically they know about Kurapika's specific circumstances, which Killua was not happy about because that opens them up to mind reading, because that's now a weakness. Before, with that one woman, they had the advantage of not actually knowing that chain user equals Kurapika, but they now know that that's Kurapika, and now they know much more, so I guess it's a bit of a bad position to be in. And man, that food looks good. Look, I'm legit hungry right now. So that was that, you know, them discussing all that stuff, as well as some of the Hisoka connection stuff that Kurapika now has. And then we had a meeting of our Phantom Troop. Now, a lot was discussed here. First of all, he now has, you know, Neon's ability, her fortune-telling thing, which I probably should have figured that because, you know, why else would he have been interacting with her so much he wanted her ability? Apparently he got it, so that's really bad because not only does that mean we don't have that ability on our side anymore, but they do, because that was one of the few advantages we had, and we still got screwed over pretty bad against them, and yet now we're in an even worse position. So pretty horrible. The only good thing we have is that connection with Hisoka, which gives us information, which benefited us because now Kurapika knows that the bodies were fakes, which is the best thing, you know, that he could have said, because that's some really valuable information, so I'm glad we now have that. And also discussing leaving, which Madigan doesn't want to leave. He wants to kill the chain user, of course. However, we told everyone's fortunes, and that's a lot to remember, all those individual fortunes and changing fortunes and stuff, but basically the gist of it is that we're going to take some damage in the pursuit against Kurapika. I think that's the main takeaway from it. Talking about losing legs and stuff and calendar pieces and mourning and all that. It's just, I probably should take notes on all that. You know, if I was a more professional reactor, I'm sure I would, but I'm not going to. But the point is, yeah, people are gonna die in the Phantom Troop. That's gonna continue. That's the one clear thing. And Kurapika, I get the names mixed up so much, I don't know why. Hisoka, Kurapika, and Killua, those three names I always get mixed up for whatever reason. But anyway, Hisoka was silent for most of this discussion. However, he eventually chimes in. And he got his fortune told as well. I do want to go back and look at Hisoka's fortune. Because a red-eyed customer will visit your shop. The red-eyed customer has to be Kurapika. Literally, who else could it be? But customer visiting a shop. Like, what's the shop in this? Like, I know it's not necessarily literal, but it's got to be referred to some sort of building, right? So, their headquarters, their evil base, I guess is what shop would refer to. Half angel, half deathbringer. I wonder about this line too. Deathbringer makes sense because Kurapika wants to kill all these people, but half angel, I'm not sure what that's supposed to refer to unless it's just supposed to say Kurapika's, you know, everyone else that's not one of them, you know, he's a nice, cool guy, but I don't know. I guess maybe he saved someone as in addition to killing people? I don't know. But it says, you would do well to sell the calendar's secrets. So basically selling secrets to... The calendar is the Phantom Troop. Basically saying you should sell out the Phantom Troop's secrets to Kurapika when he comes knocking for them. He will be especially pleased to learn the 11th moon secret. Now, wasn't the 11th moon Uvogin? I could have sworn they said that's who that was earlier, who's already dead. So, that's a bit odd. So I could be misunderstanding something there. The customer will return on a hot day. Return on a hot day. What does the hot day refer to? Like, I assume it doesn't mean literally, you know, high temperature. Maybe a day where things are really heated up, you know? A lot's happened. I'm not sure. I'm really not all that poetic, so it's hard to really grasp a lot of this. Leaving you alone with a man bearing a St. Peter's cross. I don't remember people's character designs enough to remember who has a cross. The false fourth moon, which has to be Hisoka because he's a fake, you know, will be torn away from the calendar. So basically, they're going to find out that he's, you know, not legit, not a real member, has betrayed them, and will kick him out, is what I get from this line. But this wasn't in the other version that was read, right? The false fourth moon part. Because I was looking for that part, and it wasn't said. So, and yeah, but also, whenever they say calendar Koyomi, I always think of Monogatari, for obvious reasons. Only 6 pages remain. So at that point, only 6 members of the Phantom Troupe would be alive. There's a lot of different words to express members, don't they? And somebody's curious what his one says. But he doesn't want them to read it. For obvious reasons. It's not exactly a good thing for the other calendar members to read. So, then he draws a card right before I start reading it. So it probably could have been him making a change. Let's see, a red-eyed customer will visit. Calendar secret. Like, doesn't even look like they read it entirely. Or at least didn't show off most of it. Because he mentioned the secrets, so if Hisoka did change it, why wouldn't he change that part? Because that's a pretty big part of it. Yes, he can make a trade. The customer will use a sword of law upon you. I don't think that was in there last time. Taking the calendar's secrets with him. The 11-legged spider grows homesick. It is very different than what we got before. Like, very different. More so than I thought. But still, it was not something they wanted to spread. So, I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with all that. Because if he did change it to hide, you know, stuff that he wouldn't want them to see, why would he make it still mention secrets and stuff like that? So, I'm a little bit confused exactly what happened there, what was tried to be pulled there, but I guess we'll find out next time. But yeah, a lot's gonna happen over the course of the rest of this whole thing, so I guess we'll see what happens with all that. So, we got a lot of fortunes, so it's kind of hard to mash them all together in your head to make a coherent plot line, but we'll see. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.